going on, everybody? Tonight, I'm just doing a quick little live stream. Thought I'd jump on here for a little bit, just to hang out. It's kind of quiet around the house today. You know, everybody's gone. But no, I thought I would just jump on here and hang out for a little while in case anybody was, wanting to chat, wanting to talk. I have no subject tonight, no topic, no anything. I'm just here again. I need to come up with a topic for my live streams again instead of just kind of winging it. Maybe I'll do that one day. Maybe. I don't know. And I forgot to put this on like a very, what do you call that? Low latency. So if there's a little bit of lag here, please forgive me. I don't know what that is. Anyway, tonight, just talking about whatever. That's what I usually do. I'm going to stay on for a little while. May have to run out and take care of some things here in just a little bit, but I didn't want to wait till 7 to do a live stream. I think tonight I'm actually going to sit on the couch. I may watch, what's that movie? Joker. That's what I'm thinking about watching. I've seen it once, but I want to see it again. So I'm thinking about watching the Joker again, and maybe, why does this video studio thing keep popping up? Come on, Carell, get your act together. The dumbest thing. Golly, I cannot stand a pop-up ad. Drives me insane. Right there. Anyway, so tonight, I hope the audio is good. I kind of went sans headphones. I'm kind of dealing with a head cold kind of thingy thing. I didn't want to really put those things on. Been trying to record a podcast episode today too. That's going smashingly horrible. Really sucks. Anyway. If you're joining us tonight, you've never been here for a live stream, all comments are welcome. All comments are open for discussion, kind of like a ping pong ball. We just lob it out there and see where it goes. Sometimes it goes good, and sometimes it it just depends on what it is. But no, hope you enjoyed that song. That is Bumming on Tremolo by Alexander Nakarada. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The attributions in the comments, or not the comments, but the description of the video. So please check that out. And if you haven't, go to incompetech.com. Incompotech.com. They got a lot of really free public domain music that you can use for your video creations, as long as you put the proper attribution. That's why it's in the description of the video. Or you can buy them if you don't want to attribute it to anybody. You can just put it out there and let it play. That's totally up to you. But no, go check them out. A lot of good music there, and not just by Alex Nakarada. There's a lot of good music there. Stuff it's more of the instrumental variety. So there's a lot of stuff there that there's no singing or no vocals or lyrics involved with it, which is good for a lot of creation stuff. And some of the stuff, of course, is like any other music that you can get for free. It kind of gets a bit repetitious, but I mean, he's a really talented artist. And there's another one on there. I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but anyways, go check the site out. The link is in the description of the video. Really good website if you want to get some music. There's also some other ones too. I know I play Joseph McDade a lot on here whenever, but Joseph McDade, he puts out a lot of instrumental music as well. His stuff, he puts out free stuff, and then he puts out Patreon stuff as well, so that you can either buy it and support him, or he gives you stuff that you can use for free. I've used a fair amount, not a fair amount, used a couple of his things, and not only this for live streams, videos, but also in like my podcast episodes. There's one little song that I like a lot by him. It's called Backplate. Kind of has that whole Art Bell theme going for it there. And I don't know if you know who Art Bell is, or if any of you remember who Art Bell was. Let me fix this level here. It's bouncing into the red. I don't want to blow your ears out. But Art Bell was kind of like the godfather of, to me, anyway, AM talk radio. And he talked about the stuff that the mainstream media didn't touch. The UFOs, the aliens, Bigfoot, all of that. I just loved Art Bell. I actually got a copy of his book, The Quickening, and it's actually signed. Which it's one of my little treasures I keep on my bookshelf over there. But anyways, if you join us tonight, you've never been here, jump in the comments, throw something out there. If you like it, you like it. You hate it, you hate it. And while you're here, if you don't mind, it goes for the analytics of the video. And again, I hate to ask. I feel like I'm begging when I ask this, but please hit that thumbs up if you like the video. And if you like the content here, you stumbled in here like a drunk leaving Waffle House at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button there and then the notifications bell. So when we do go live, you can join in all of this fun. And right now it's not a lot of fun because there's nobody really making comments, but that's okay. I still wanted to create something today. I'm sorry. I told you the wrong artist name. It's Kevin MacLeod. I get those two confused. It's Alex Nakarada. Alex Nakarada and Kevin MacLeod. That was Kevin MacLeod bumming on Tremolo. My bad. But anyway, yeah, but so there's a lot of content here. It's mostly live streams. There's some video stuff, and I'm doing some other things with some live podcasts as well. I'm trying to do some other things. Let me clarify that. Put a finer point on that for you. But again, I'm going to hang out for a little while tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to be on because I am feeling kind of not puny, but under the weather. You know how that feeling when your head's stopped up and your throat's bothering you? That's kind of where I'm at right now. So. You know, one of the cool things that I was researching this week for my latest podcast episode was the Denver International Airport. And I don't know if you know anything about the Denver International Airport. There's a lot of conspiracy tied to it. And the good thing about the Denver International Airport is they like to poke fun at themselves as well. So they'll get in there and they'll poke fun at the conspiracy theories that surround the place. But there's a lot of weird crap at the Denver International Airport. You know, I don't know if you've seen pictures, but there's this huge sculpture out in front of the airport itself, and they call it the Blue Mustang. This thing is 32 feet tall. Now, if you look at it, it looks like it's from Hades. It's a nice way to say it. It looks like the devil himself. I mean, this thing is huge, 32 feet tall, standing on its hind legs, bright red glowing eyes, and a weird blue color. And the weird thing about the horse itself is that when they were constructing this thing and putting all the pieces together to make this sculpture out in front of the Denver International Airport, the head of the horse actually fell off and severed an artery in the creator's leg, and he bled to death. He actually died. The horse he was building killed him. Now, I don't know if you want to add that into conspiracy or coincidence, if you will, but kind of odd. But still, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on there. I'm not going to get too far into it because I'm still trying to piece together my podcast episode for that. And hopefully you'll use the link here, the link there, right there. I get these things. This is backwards. You'll go to the Bearded Guy podcast on Buzzsprout, or you can listen on Spotify. You can listen on iHeart. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, CastBox, Stitcher, Alexa, TuneIn. There's a lot of different platforms that my podcast has been dispersed to, if you will. But again, tonight we're just hanging out. I've got really no topic, no agenda, nothing that's pressing on my mind other than getting this mic thing to the proper height. I never get that right. For some reason, it's just weird. It's odd. You know, you'll fiddle with it and tinker with it. Anyway, enough rambling. So hope everybody's doing well tonight. I hope you're doing good for a Saturday. I hope your Saturday's been great. And I hope, if you do kind of come in here and hang out tomorrow when I'm not live, and hopefully you watch the video. I say when you watch, please watch. But if you watch the video, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that the week ahead of you is going to be great. Because again, life can be so hectic, and I hope that everybody has a good week ahead of them and everything's chill and you're okay. But tonight, I don't know. Again, I don't know how long I'm going to stay in. I've got to actually run out here in a bit and I think pick my youngest up. He's at a friend's house. He was supposed to do a 2-night, one night at one house, one night at the other, and I think he might be ready to bail out on that whole thing, but we'll see. Oh, goodness gracious, that coffee is good. Actually brewed. I don't know what the deal is with those things. If any of you have a coffee pot that says strong brew, what does that button mean? I mean, does it just mean it makes it slower than normal? Because I can't tell the difference in the coffee. It's actually about the same. It tastes the same as if we regular brew it or strong brew it. I guess they wanted to see how many people they probably got a little sensor in there, and every time you press that button, they go, "Yep, somebody fell for it again." While I'm here, I think I'll talk about equipment. Some of the stuff that I use. Maybe if you're looking to do a live stream and you jump in here and trying to get some pointers and tips and ideas, please don't model after my ramblings. But some of the things that, people use for live streaming. Of course, you have your Logitech C920 cam there. I've been looking at the Elgato cards that you can get that you can actually run a DSLR. But actually, you know what? I actually use my LUTs and different things whenever I do a live stream. I didn't put one on tonight. I didn't think about it, but you can get near camera quality from a Logitech webcam just doing your tweaking on it. You want to make sure you've got enough light. If you don't have enough light, your image is going to be pixelated. Not really pixelated, but it's jerky because it can't process. It needs that light to process it. I mean, think about it. It's got a little bitty sensor, little bitty. And because the sensor is so small, it needs a lot of light to actually process the image well. And that's where a lot of those webcams, whenever you're watching people are using them, they don't have enough light. They don't have enough. It's like the gas or the fuel that keeps that thing going. And you need to really have a lot of light for those little small sensor webcams. And that's why your DSLR would actually do better in a situation like this. But then you've got a problem with your battery life, and you've got to get an adapter to cheat the battery so you're not killing your battery. And then you've got a 30-minute window. Now, if you're like me, a Nikon user, that 30-minute window is actually a 10-minute window if you're doing 1080-60. Which doesn't make any sense to me. You can do a lower resolution. You can do 30 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and you'll get a 30-minute window on your video recording. And it's the same as if because you have to put it in live mode and all that. But again, so webcams are great for this purpose. You don't have that window of time that you have to stay within. You don't have to worry about them overheating. You don't, especially if you're using an actual mirrored camera, which is what my Nikon is. You don't have to worry about the every time you turn it on, it flips the mirror up. And there's a lot of things that are beneficial about the Logitech webcams, and then there's a lot of things that are beneficial about the DSLR cameras for a live streaming purpose. Then, of course, you got your mixers, you got your mics. Mics are subjective. I mean, there's so many different mics out there. My suggestion is find the one that works for you. Use it. You're going to have to try a few to find some that you feel actually captures your sound, or what is, I don't want to say pleasing to you, because you can trick yourself into thinking, something sounds good. You really have to have an objective view about that. But find something that you're comfortable with that sounds decent to you or sounds good to you. And that's the way you actually pick a microphone. The pod mic, I made a revelation today. This thing works great for this purpose, for live streaming, for just a general, hanging out, kind of talking. Now, if I had different people in the podcast and we were doing a live setting with a podcast, this would be great. But if you're in I found that if you're in a quiet environment and you can get away with a condenser mic, by all means, get away with a condenser mic. And I was using my cheap little Neewer, I call them Neewer, because it's Neewer. So my Neewer NW800 condenser microphone, which is very inexpensive on Amazon. I was actually doing some test recording with it in my treated studio, which is actually just a walk-in closet. But it actually did really well. I was surprised with it because I set it up on a mic stand, and I made a little bracket to hold my Zoom H4 in, and I run everything through that, and I shut the door in the closet there and just did some recording. So I was listening to that recording that I did, and I was pleasantly surprised because I have had a love-hate relationship with that microphone since I bought it. One of the things that I did find was the cable that I was using with it was introducing a lot of weird noise in it. So I changed out that cable with a little bit higher quality cable that I actually got with this, and I plugged that up and checked it out, and the sound was like night and day. And I actually did it's just a 2 or 3 minute recording with it. I'm thinking about taking that and turn it into a video so people can hear the way the Neewer sounds. Now, I did run it through Audacity, so there is some post-processing with it, but really it's just bass and treble. EQ, I did a curve enhancement on it, which is really just the EQ. But I did that, and I did some normalizing and limiting. It sounds really good. I love the way that thing sounds. And let me say this. I don't love the way it sounds, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the way it sounds. So if you're looking to do something like this, a live stream, you can get by with a webcam. Again, lighting is everything. It's setting your settings up with the camera itself. I would say don't use the Logitech software it tells you to download. Just throw that in the garbage. Do it to get the drivers, and then get rid of the software. The software is garbage, period. Use OBS. Use something else that you want to use for your live streaming, your camera to actually set it up. Whatever that is, a Logitech will work well. Plenty of light. Remember, plenty of light. Set your contrast, your brightness. You can tweak all the settings in there through OBS, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. And again, the microphone, subjective, whatever you want, whatever you think sounds good to you. You can use whatever mixer you want as well. I've used everything from a 2-channel USB interface, the Behringer UM2. Now I'm running a Behringer Q1202 USB, which works great, and it gives me 12 inputs. So again, there's so many different avenues that you can go down to actually do a live stream or podcast or whatever that is. I mean, don't believe the hype when it comes to you got to have the latest and greatest. Now, I wanted the pod mic, so I bought it. But I actually sold some other equipment to buy the pod mic. So there we go. But anyway, that's my rant about stuff you can buy for doing this. So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I hope you're doing good. I've really got nobody in, so I'm probably going to stay on about another 10 minutes from my mouth. What time did I start this? What time is it now? I don't know. I don't know how long I've been streaming. Normally it gives me, 17 minutes. There it is. I couldn't see the little thing up in the corner. So again, sorry, I got this cold thing going on. So tonight, I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing good. Again, I'm not going to stay on long. I'm just going to hang out for a little bit longer. And hopefully, be some people watch this maybe tomorrow. I know I'm going to watch it. I always watch my videos. And why I do that, or my live streams, I always play them back, on the computer or on the TV. And the reason I do that is because I want to see where I could improve. And I've seen a lot of good stuff that, I could do different. Like one of the things, I'm sans headphones tonight. I wanted to try it without the headphones. And like I said earlier, it was just like, it feels like my head's just pressure. So I wanted to go without those, maybe see how this comes across. I do notice one thing in the video, though. It makes my head look like it's this small, as opposed to like the Mickey Mouse ears that I usually have on whenever I do a live stream. But again, so again, I say again too much. So again, and again, then again, but again. I don't know why I do that. I think my brain just kind of gets out there and starts feeling around for words it wants to throw out, and sometimes it can't find them, and then I just default back to the ones that I use all the time. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. So if you are coming into my channel, you do live streams, you do video creation, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to throw out there, any comments you want to make, any comments about the music we used at the front. Again, that's Kevin MacLeod. My bad. I gave the wrong name. Feel embarrassed about that. I wonder if I could go back and edit the audio. You could do like one of those really bad overdubs where you see the mouth moving, but it's something completely different. I don't know. Well, it's all right. It's all good. I put the proper attribution in the description of the video, so it should be okay, even though I misspoke. Now, I'm going to watch this every time, and I'm going to see that I said that wrong, and I'm going to go, what were you thinking, stupid? Man. There's nobody in here tonight. I hear the crickets. I can't make a cricket noise, but I can make the wind blow, like the tumbleweed. I keep waiting for a tumbleweed to come rolling by. That's the graphic I need, a tumbleweed rolling by. I'm going to have to hunt that down now, see if I can find one. Oh, man. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. I don't know. Today's felt good. I like the fact that it's gotten cold again. You can tell we live in Georgia because the weather is just so unpredictable. It's like 1 minute it's warm and it's rainy and it's blah. The next it's chilly. The next cold. The next it's freezing. We got snow. Then snow's gone. You just got to love it, Georgia. You just have to pack everything. You have to pack a jacket, a pair of swim trunks, flip-flops, snow boots. You have to be prepared. So there we go. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I've been on for about 30 minutes now. I think it's been okay. I mean, I hate it when nobody comes in, but what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do about it, I guess. But again, it's making content. I love making content. I love putting stuff out there, and I love to run my mouth, in case you haven't noticed. And this is just another way for me to create content. And maybe I'll do a video tomorrow. I don't know. I was thinking maybe I'm thinking I'm going to do that Newer video, because I do have some really good audio that I can use for that. So maybe just stitch something together. Take my camera upstairs and maybe stitch something together for that purpose. That's a good idea. I think I will do that. Anyway, well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down because there's really not anybody in here. I had a couple people on to begin with. They jumped out. But if you come by later and you check this out, I hope you like it. If you do, and if you check out the other stuff that we've posted here on the Bearded Guy podcast channel or Scott Winters, whatever you want to call it, hit the subscribe button. And if you do like the content, I would appreciate a like or a thumbs up and maybe notifications as well. Come on back in. Join us anytime you want to. But this is going to be the shortest live stream I've done. Last time I did a 45-minute live stream with nobody in. But so I'm not going to do that again tonight. I think 25, 30 minutes is good for tonight. And I'll let this one live on in infamy. Is it live on in infamy? Just live on, period. So to everybody out there, hope you have a great night. I hope you have a really great day tomorrow. And I hope that next week is stellar for you. And that's what I always wish for people. I hope that everything's good in your world, and I hope it stays good in your world. And I hope that, all the things that, make you feel good inside come your way. So again, for the Bearded Guy podcast channel, it's Saturday evening. We have nobody in. I'm going to call it quits. I hope you have a good night, and we will do this again next time.